Hello, everybody. Top of the morning to you, lads, and we are here in and we are here for the tracc.eu GT3 Cup. This is the fourth round of the championship, and for uh we are in Snetterton for the second half of the championship. And boy, oh boy, we do have a very eventful race coming right up. As you can see, on track right now, we have a very wet condition on track, and it is expected to carry on over to qualifying and possibly the race as well. So can't wait to see the drivers tackling the very treacherous conditions all around. I'm Psycho Kaiser, and I will be your commentator and broadcaster as well. So I'm here alone because everyone else is not available for commentary, but I will be here to entertain you all for the next hour or two. Anyway, we shall move on to the championship standings in the AM class. So currently we have Sion KP having a very, very good championship run so far with 52 points on the table, leading the AM championship at the moment. And then we have Nathaniel Paul with 40 points, 12 points behind Sion KP. And then in P3 we have Tim Berggren with 34 points. Right behind so far in the bottom part of the top 10, we have a very close championship fight for P3 as well, as Gary Slater for the Grip Runners Racing team is in 32 points, Zaid Sadi with 27 points, Gediminos Zlatkus with 23 points, Aidan Rabovka with the Grip Runners Racing team with 20 points, and then Kun Elucidator and Eric Hutter tied for points with 19 points. And then in the top 10, and then P10, we have Jean Paul with 18 points. Further down the grid, we have Ekim Ali Boran Chensoy, P11, Putra Daniel Hastri scoring an amazing podium from the London T-Prix last time out. We in 16 points, and then Peter Tong, and then Eterovic Funchik in P14, and then rounding out the AM class standings, we have G Fox Foxington. Moving down the grid, moving on to the Pro Class Championship, we have Michael Dieringer, currently quite far up ahead in the championship standings for the Pro Class with 51 points. And then in P2 we have the Queen's Design driver Asen Yanpaya with 33 points, and then closely behind is her countryman, is her fellow compatriot Tina Curtis. And then P4 we have Marcel Sux with 27 points, Alvin Wong with 26 points ahead of coming off from the race win, that is from the London T-Prix with the overall win. And then Omid Om with 25 points in P6. And then P7 we have Albert Georges, the other Queen's Racing Design Pan Formula, racing driver. And then we have Alvaro Vicente in P8, Piggy Hugs in P9, and then in P10 we have Moritz Hiccup. Moving on further down the grid, we also have Agustin Bata, Scott Brewer, Isaac Umbras, Ryoma Kirihara, Jordan Brunch, Yuan Chi Lin, Paige Azari, Nabil Nasran, Julian Strasser, Abe Kalsvert, Azul Akihara, and then Nathan Henderson. Then moving on to the team standings of the championship so far, Technobus Racing 2 is currently leading with 55 points under the helm of Sion KP and Zul Akihara, and then closely followed by the Grip Runners Racing team with 52 points in P2. And then in P3 we have Evich Motorsport with 40 points, and then P4 we have Technobus Grip Runners with 38 points, and in P5 we have Mante Racing Bagu with 33 points. In P6 we have In the Wall Sim Racing, and then P7 with 26 points, Orubagu Racing Team. And then P8 we have the Queen's Racing Queen's Design Pan Formula with 26 points in P8, and then lastly we have the Technobus Racing Team in P9 with 22 points. So now it's qualifying right now, and we shall move on to the current grid right now. We have less than 50 minutes on the clock right now, and it looks to be still wet right now, and the rain's about to intensify in the next 10 to 30 minutes. So these drivers will definitely have to tackle the really tough conditions right now, as we see Scott Brewer on the track right now, and right behind is Alvaro Vicente, closely followed behind. Both Porsches, one is old and the other is the newest one. And yeah, I can't wait to see the whole grid getting to grips with the current conditions right now. So at the moment in qualifying, we have Albert George leading the standings, leading the timing sheets at the moment. P1 with a 154.535, and actually, as we say that, 154.535 actually belongs to Isaac Umbras. So the Technobus Racing Team driver currently on provisional pole position for the race. The bug looks really good in the wet, but as reports have told them, they are currently struggling for a bit. But so far, it does not look like they are struggling quite a lot. So, so he's definitely looking to snatch the pole position as far as we know. Right, anyways, we speak. Yuan Shi Lin just crossed the finish line with a 153.8. So currently, conditions are looking to be improving right now. And actually, right now is 7/10 of a second faster than Isaac Umbras. Someone just moved across the road right there. That looks to be the writer of Chen Soy, and looks to be stopping on the grid and returning to the garage as we speak. So there's been some newcomers coming around. So Amethysta in the Yandere Racing Team with the number 69 Reiter. So they will be making their first race of the season for the first race of the season for them, and yeah, looks to be doing just fine, albeit they are in P6 right now. The Reiter looks to be struggling quite a bit in the wet conditions. I mean, granted, it is an old car, so it does look a little bit skittish at times, but of course, in the right hands, we shall see if it actually does work. So I believe the championship leader, Michael Dieringer, used the Reiter as well, and actually no, they used the Aston. He used the Aston, and then yeah, but we all know him as the Reiter Meister as we speak. But yeah. So anyway, back to the front, we have Yuan Shilin in the old 991 GT3R. So for in the wall sim racing right there, pretty nice looking livery. But so far he is definitely right up ahead of everyone else in the championship. Does it look like he's gonna improve? Does not look like it so far. 3/10 off of the lead, 3/10 off of their personal best time. But of course, conditions are more or less looking the same at the moment. But of course, anything could happen, especially with the Porsche of old. They are known to be very, very skittish, especially with the balance, and they are and you know, the drivers are running low fuel as well, so the aero balance would probably would most likely play a hand into the play here. But as we speak, yeah, Yuan Shilin right now on a massive improvement, 5/10, and now 4/10 on track. So he's definitely gunning for a way better time as well. And another improver on track right now is the newer Porsche, but this time of Agustin Butter in the 55 Porsche 992 GT3R. Ooh, currently just a bit skittish on track there, especially on the outside of the corner, coming through the final bits of the coming through the second last corner track, and now the final corner track. Ooh, just have to watch out for the car. Just it's like that. And then what time is he gonna go for? He would probably go to 156.2, so P11 for the Hungarian right there. And then we also have another improver just now, who was Seong KP. Actually, no, they improved just a bit. Currently P13, P3 in the AM class right now. But so far it's looking marginal for them. Not much of an improvement for this lap, but of course they need to. Of course he needs to get it going with the the progress on track right now. As we see Asen Yanpaya for the Queen's Design team negotiating the right-hander there and onto the back straight. Oh, there's a bit of traffic there. I believe that is the Yandere Racing of of Amethysta. But yeah, coming through these sets of corners. Of course, these corners here are known to be very prone to understeering, or if not understeer, just oversteer. Everyone has to be very, very careful. Of course, lap cars will definitely have a hand in this part here. So coming to Koram, and then into the final left-hander of Murray's, and onto the start-finish straight, short kink to the right, and then that finishes the lap. Anyway, Yuan Shilin just set his personal best as well. Currently on 153.557. Almost 1 second. Almost 1 second off of the driver in P2, Isaac Umbras. Currently looking quite well for the Mercedes driver. But of course he needs to improve his lap time before anything else. But currently, as we look for other improvements, so last round's podium sitter in P2 during the Brands Hatch round 2 weeks ago. So Omed Om for the Technobus Racing Grip Runners team. Oh, currently just trying to find grip everywhere she can. Currently sits in P5, but is on a bit of an improvement of her personal best right now. For currently 2/10 faster than her personal best. So let's see what she can do right here. Coming to Nelson, the right-hander just just have to watch out for the exit, and then into bomb hole. Ooh, just almost into the grass there. You do not want to land on the grass, especially in these conditions as well. Oh, it's getting, I believe he's getting flooded. I believe he's gonna get flooded at this rate, because looking at the weather radar up at the top, it is definitely looking to rain more and more as we go. So coming out to the back straight, coming to the main start finish straight. So Omed Om goes into P2, overtakes Isaac Umbras, beats Isaac Umbras into the into getting P2, and as we speak, actually, Alvaro Vicente is now on provisional pole position. So currently the old Porsches are looking really, really feisty, really looking very, very fast in these conditions. Quite surprisingly, actually. So currently it is the in the wall sim racing 1-2 provisionally. So front row lockout for them, really, really well done, and with a huge gap too, because Omed Om right behind is also like what 9/10 of a second off of the pole sitter time too. So it's definitely looking to be a very spicy grid, and looking at the weather conditions for the race as well, it does look like it's most likely going to be very wet. Anyway, Asen Yanpaya P10, looking for another improvement as well, almost 8/10 of a second faster than her personal best right now. But of course, we shall look into how she will go through the section here. I believe she is into Agostini, and then heading towards the left-hander of Hamilton and into Oggies. And as we ride on board with her right now. Let's see, she negotiates that corner. A bit of counter steer there. Not too bad from her. But of course, that's going to compromise the exit speed into the Bentley straight. And then approaching this very fast left-hander. Had to brake there, of course, and then into Nelson. Yeah, looking pretty good so far. Just lost quite a bit of time as well, actually. Coming out of Williams into the Bentley straight earlier, but now coming to the multiple right-handers of Coram. Then to Murray's the final corner. Let's see, not much of an improvement as well. She's I think she's definitely struggling into into the second and third sectors as well. So she definitely needs a huge improvement in order to get herself to the front. And as well, Albert George into P4. So Isaac Umbras tumbles down into P5 right now. So yeah, some of the drivers have adapted to the current conditions and now are looking to set a better time than previously. Yeah, Alvaro Vicente improves as well with a 153.197. Yeah, so definitely these two, the Porsches of the Interwall Sim Racing, definitely looking very racy right now. So it's between Yuan Shi Lin and Alvaro Vicente right now. So we go to the helicam of going with Yuan Shi Lin right now. He's setting, setting personal best, but although marginal gains here and there, of course. Yeah, so far pretty good between the sim racing, between the Interwall Sim Racing team. So really well done for the team. Currently a front row lockout. So 3 tenths between them. Alvaro Vicente currently holds the provisional pole position for this round in Snetterton. Yeah, coming through Bomb Hole and then into Coram. So far looking pretty good as well for the team. Looking pretty good for Lin. And then to the final corner of Murray's. So far the car looks very, very stable, I would say. So yeah, they definitely nailed the setup real spot on. And coming to the final corner, looks to be a tiny bit of an improvement. Yeah, 0.003 of a second of an improvement. So so it wasn't an improvement. It was just 0.003 off of the of their personal best. So as far looking down the grid, at the moment we have Seong KP for Technobus Racing 02, and currently he is in provisional pole, 12th overall, but still P1 in the AM class. So 2 tenths ahead of Nathaniel Paul, currently in the GTR. Looking pretty fast between these two, so we might see them fight for the class win for the race in a bit, but so far it's looking pretty nice between them. Seong KP just posted an improvement, 155.5. Ooh, just goes a bit skittish there. I think they've already set a satisfactory lap time, kind of. We have like less than a minute on track right now, and so far looking down the grid for a bit. We have Gary Slater, so P17 right now, but where is he gonna go with the time? He goes in P15. Overall, so that puts him in P4 in the AM class. Yeah, some drivers are looking to have an improvement as well. We have Ozola Kihara, just a bit of a close call moment to another car just returning to the garage. Might affect his lap time for a bit, but so far he's looking to coming around Agostini. Not too bad. Right behind he has Ryoma Kirihara, but Hopefully, much of a clear air right in front of him. I believe that is Scott Brewer, head of Akihara. Improvement so far is looking like 5/10 at the moment. So checker flag's already out, and now we shall see who's in for pole position right now. So Alvaro Vicente, still okay. Alvaro Vicente, I think, is already pulling over to the side of the road, so he gets provisional pole position. At the moment, we also have Yuan Shi Lin, looking to get a bit of an improvement. He's going 4/10 and then suddenly 3/10, 2/10 as well. So it's gonna be very close between the two interwall sim racing drivers. So who will get the best seat in the house, pole position? We shall find out in just a bit. It's coming through Augie's and then into Williams, and then into the back straight. Oh, just a bit on the curbs there. We shall ride on board with him so far. Yeah, onto the back straight of Bentley Straight. Coming to the tunnel there. Okay, oh, just a bit skittish on the braking zone into Nelson. But yeah, definitely has to. Oh, yeah, not much improvement. So he lost quite a lot of time. Going through there. And yeah, not but still there's still marginal improvements here and there, but I think that might seal the chance of Lin going through with a pole position in his hands. So Alvaro Vicente goes into pole position, and then followed by Yuan Shi Lin, and then Albert George into P3, Omid Ohm in P4, and then Isaac Umbras in P5, Tina Curtis in P6, Ryoma Kirihara in P7, Scott Brewer in P8, Augusto Bata in P9, Sux in P10. Alright, we shall go. Down the grid for the grid walk real quick. Alright, so on the grid we have Alvaro Vicente coming on pole position, and then followed by Yuan Shi Lin with the number 30 Porsche, and then we have Albert George in P3, Omid Ohm in P4, Isaac Umbras in P5, and then Tina Curtis in P6, Ryoma Kirihara in P7, Scott Brewer in P8, Augusto Bata in P9, Marcel Sux in P10, Asen Yanpaya in P11, and then we have Sion KP leading the AM class on AM class pole in P12, Nathaniel Paul in P13, Sadi in P14, Slater in P15, Julian Strasser P16, Zula Kihara in P17, and then Paul in P18, Amethysta in P19, Putra Dene Hasri P20, Chensoy P21, Zlatkus in P22, and then rounding out the grid we have Adrian Dubrovka in P23. As we wait for the grid to start up their countdown for a bit. But yeah, we hope you do enjoy the broadcast at the moment. If you do enjoy the broadcast, you can always press the subscribe button if you want to join, if you want to be part of the races that we do. You can also hit us up on our Discord server as well, links in the description. And yeah, can't wait to see how the race goes. And so far it's still looking pretty wet at the moment. It's not even looking damp, it's actually just wet, so it's looking to be this way in quite a bit. And as we see, the grid goes down. Okay, but so far formation lap is go right now. So these two so far at the moment looking pretty fine. Yeah, in the World Sim Racing, definitely having the day of their life for by having both of their cars on the front row of the grid, and they are looking pretty nice on pace at the moment. But of course, the weather looks to be the rain looks to be subsiding within 10 to 30 minutes. So we might probably see damp conditions be into play, or dries are not looking likely, but we are definitely looking into the wet. We are definitely looking into at the very least a damp race by the end. Yeah, so far everyone's looking pretty clean on the formation lap. Thus far, everyone's just getting their gaps in place. Alright, we apparently have a bit of a bug with the timing screen right now, so the timing screen might not be able to show it to you, but we are looking to get that fixed real quick. All right, so we are looking to get going on track right now onto the start finish straight. We are looking to go green in just a moment's time. Alvaro Vicente, can he hold off Yuan Shilin, his teammate right behind him, and then Albert George, Omid Ohm, and Isaac Umbras looks to be in the running as well. As we see the track, and as we go green right now. Right, Alvaro Vicente. Vicente looks to have a very good start. Yuan Shilin playing it safe. Coming into turn 1 is very fast. Looking very fast. Look at the back there. That's Scott Brewer. Yeah, Scott Brewer's looking pretty feisty. Just a bit of a snap there. And yeah, looks to be looking pretty fine. Isaac Umbras loses a position right there. And then as we go back to the front there, we have Vicente still holding on to the lead of the race. We also have Zaid Sadi apparently having a bit of a kerfuffle there. So we're going to pull up a replay for a bit and see what went on. Right, so far, ooh, he's looking pretty messy at the back, and I think that is Zulaki Hara just getting tapped in the back by one of the writers, apparently. And oh, Sion KP goes off, and Zaid Sadi goes off for a spin in the grass. My goodness, yeah, been pretty chaotic a bit in the back, but so far pretty clean, I would say. Yeah, so far pretty clean between some of the drivers. But it's fine, at least it could have been worse. But anyway, Alvaro Vicente still leads from his teammate Yuan Shilin, and then right behind is Albert George in P3. Omid Ohm and Scott Brewer currently are looking to fight each other in a bit. But so far... Oh, what is going on over there? Omid Ohm just goes off the track. Yeah, just goes off the track and goes into a bit of a... Ooh, it's a little bit funny there. A little bit of funny business going on, pretty much on track. So far looking pretty clean at the front. Top 3 is pulling away just a bit, but at the moment, Omid Ohm is still down there. That means Isaac Umbras takes P4. Alright, so there's apologies for that. The race control's a bit bugged, but yeah, we are back in the action right now as we see Scott Brewer just overtaking, just overtaking another car for a bit, and yeah, timing is still bugged a bit, but it's alright. So yeah, apologies for the bug going on right now, but we are looking into the action right now. So as we see Scott Brewer behind Seong KP right now. And so far, let's see what is going on up and down the grid for a bit. So Tina Curtis still on P5, Omid Om down in P6, and then Asen Yanpaya, Ryoma Kirihara, Seong KP in the AM lead at the moment. And yeah, so far the back's looking pretty feisty with Marcel Sux, Scott Brewer, and Agustin Bata just battling on for position. Yeah, so far looking pretty close down in the midfield right now. And then down there we have Zo Akihara, who was involved in the lap 1 incident earlier. But yeah, so far, Zaid Sadi just going a little bit on the grass there. Might not be a good idea coming through there. And then we see Agustin Bata coming down the inside of Scott Brewer. Will he make it stay? Oh, Scott Brewer's just spun! Oh, what has just happened there? Alright, we shall pull up a quick replay right here and then see what just went on. Right, so as according to the helicam, I think he looks like, just lost it in the middle of the corner. Yeah, thankfully saved it just fine. So there you go, and I think Bata just also went off the track for a bit, and it's going to give an opportunity to Julius Strasser there, just switches back down the inside into the track there. Into the final corner and gets the position done, P12 overall. So something has happened to Amethysta right there, but I believe that was just a bit of an incident going around. Okay, so let's see what's going on right now. So Vicente still leads for the Indewall Sim Racing team in P1 right now. Posts the fastest lap as well, 155.0. So pretty racy from coming from the Spaniard. And then right behind is Yuan Shilin, looking to be pulling away from Vicente looks to be pulling away from Lin right now, and right behind them is Albert George. And then P4, Isaac Umbras. P5, we have Tina Curtis. P6, we have Omid Om. P7 is Yanpaya. P8 is Seong KP. Marcel Sux and Ryoma Kirihara looking to battle each other, and as well as Nathaniel Paul. So the fight for P9 is still looking to be on right now, as we see Gary Slater pulling up a move on Agustin Bata, and then Zola Kihara right behind is also looking for a move on the Porsche. Will he be able to do it on the final corner? So it does not look like it at the moment, but he has to be aware of the cars behind as well. It's Daniel Hasri, Putra Daniel Hasri, and also Zaid Sadi. So this is looking to be a five-way fight it's looking for a five-way fight for P13 right now. Yeah, so far it's looking pretty feisty right now. It's Gary Slater on the outside, Agustin Bata on the inside there. That's on the inside, and then Zola Kihara just punts a bit on the 296. And yeah, Gary Slater looking to be losing quite a lot of time, but Zola Kihara lost the most, causing a bit of a half spin right there. So yeah, really treacherous conditions, despite the weather saying otherwise. So yeah, everyone has to negotiate the track. Yeah, negotiate the track as carefully as they can, as well as being as fast as they can too. We're currently looking at Om at Om right now, fighting a fellow 296, fellow Ferrari 296 driver right behind in the form of Asa Yanpaya. Asa definitely looking to overtake the Egyptian driver up ahead for P6. Yeah, so far looking pretty feisty. These two have been fighting each other since Brands Hatch 2 weeks ago. Pretty much looking, yeah, looking pretty nice, I would say. Yeah, looking to be pretty cooking up something. But at the moment, Om and Om still holds the advantage over the Irish. Yeah, over the Irish at the back. But yeah, at the moment, looking back at the front, Yuan Shilin seems to be finding his pace and actually seems to be gaining big time on Vicente. So we might be able to see teammates fighting each other right now. As we ride on board with the Chinese driver. Oh, 5/10 of a second, but it looks to be that okay, it looks to be that Vicente seems to be struggling quite a bit at the front. So Lin has been taking advantage of the situation and looks to be gaining quite a lot of time. But of course, catching up is one thing, overtaking is another, and it looks to be that the track with the weather conditions as well is definitely looking to is definitely making things tougher for Lin to overtake Vicente. Ooh, got a bit close, but squirrely through there. So far, so good. And at the moment, we have Putra Dani Hasri looking to defend from Zaid Sadi and Gary Slater right behind. So, oh, Slater going on the outside. Sadi on the inside pushes Slater a bit wide. And yeah, oh, this might get very, very feisty indeed between the AM drivers at the moment. Hasri is also fighting for the podium position. The podium position for the Malaysian driver coming fresh from the podium that he got on the in the AM class back at Brands Hatch 2 weeks ago as well. Yeah, so far, ooh, looking pretty feisty as well as we see Ryoma Kirihara being hounded by the AM driver of Nathaniel Paul there. So Kirihara looking pretty struggling in these conditions as well. So far, it's looking pretty good, but Nathaniel Paul, of course, gained quite a lot of time as well. And as we see at the back, this is Sol Bentley of Julian Strasser. Yeah, also looking to sniff any opportunities that might arise up ahead at the moment. And oh, we actually see Yuan Shilin take the lead of the race as well. So something must have happened to Alvaro Vicente. He's dropped down quite a lot of positions. So something must have happened between the two there. But of course, it might have been a while ago too. So yeah, we might catch up to it later on. But yeah, at the moment, Yuan Shilin leads the race from Albert George, and in P3 we have Isaac Umbras, and closely behind we have Alvaro Vicente, the pole sitter for this race earlier. But yeah, something must have happened earlier on. Might have been a collision, but so far it does not look like the car's too damaged, if any. So it might have been a mistake that's happened early on. It should be alright, but we are looking to Vicente at the moment, and right behind is Tina Curtis in the 992. So it's a battle of the Porsches right behind, and then a very, very wide Mercedes AMG right at the front in P3. Yeah, feels pretty spread out at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on the battles going on right now as we see Actually, Gary Slater already overtaking Putraden Hastri and also Zaid Sadi. So not sure what's happened between the two, but at the moment it is looking to me that Hastri is also struggling in these conditions as well. And we might see Sadi and Hasri battling each other once more. So that is P3 for Gary Slater, and then currently it's a battle for P4 for the AM class at the moment. Right, moving back to the battle for P3 overall, we have Vicente earlier probably having a mistake that costed him the lead of the race, but currently trying to regain the ground on everyone else up ahead, which is Isaac Umbras right in front of him, nose to tail, almost nose to tail with each other, and yeah, it looks to me that that Isaac Umbras is definitely having to defend as hard as he can, despite having a slight struggle for this track so far. Having to fend off the Porsche, the mighty Porsche 991, the first generation 991 GT3R. Yeah, and they are actually looking very, very strong too, as I mentioned earlier in qualifying. So quite a lot has happened. Ooh, not sure what's happened there with Chen Soy. Wild Things Racing Writer, number 82. Something must have happened at P1 earlier, and as we see, ooh, right behind, Seong KP dropped down quite a bit of positions earlier, but still within close range of some of the pro drivers ahead, which is Muscle Sux and Ryoma Kirihara. So moving back to the battle up ahead for P3 for the podium position right now. So Isaac Umbras still in P3 right now against Alvaro Vicente. So I'm pretty sure they are looking to go at this for quite a while. So definitely, if they keep at this for a while, I'm pretty sure that probably pit stops might have a play in this too. So to recap, everyone has to pit once. So it's so there's one mandatory pit stop. Change all the tires, and yeah, it's all set and done. So yeah, everyone has to make a single pit stop, change the tires. They can swap in any fuel they want, how much fuel they want, and then they should be good. So there we go. It's a 60-minute race. Of course, we've passed the first quarter of the race, and yeah, quite a lot has happened too. So still, it's not over yet. Yuan Shilin still, Yuan Shilin leads the race currently with an almost 6-second lead over Albert George in P2. Still having a bit of a lonely race up ahead, but so far pretty good from the Pan Am Formula driver, from the Queen's Design Pan Am Formula driver. Still Vicente still looking to gain the overall podium position against Isaac Umbras. Isaac Umbras still being a massive wall to the hopes that another podium would come to the Spaniard right behind him. Right, onto the start-finish straight we go. And where is he gonna go? Is he gonna dive somewhere? Does not look like he's gonna dive anywhere at the moment. Oh, I think someone just came out of the pits earlier. I believe that is Daniel Hasri. But so far it should be fine. Ooh. Oh, Isaac Umbras runs wide. And that would mean Alvaro Vicente gets P3. Oh, splendid job to pressure the Technobus driver into giving up the overall third position right there. Amazing. Ooh, something must have gone on at the back as Muscle Sugs still battling with Kirihara right behind. Kirihara trying everything he can to extract pace in the wet conditions as well. But of course, all of them, they have to be careful in this condition as well. I believe the 296 has probably one of the best balances in the game. Not sure what it is in the wets, but as far as I know, yeah, they can get a little bit skittish, especially on the curbs, too. So yeah, the boats can eat all the curbs they want, but of course, they need to watch out for like how for some of the corners, especially the technical bits, which probably would make the car feel a bit sluggish as well. So far, the back straight, the AMG has the power to pull away just a bit from the Ferrari right behind him. It should be fine for them too. Anyway, into the AM class lead at the moment. So far, these two are also looking to fight for the AM class lead. So Xiong KP has been added since pole position in his class, but currently he has a very fast Nathaniel Paul right behind him. So they've been battling since Brands Hatch. Yeah, they've been battling since Brands Hatch, and at the moment, the AM Championship leader seems to not wanting to give any compromise. And of course, he has to overtake a pro driver. That is Ryoma Kirihara. Oh, they make contact! Oh my goodness, they make contact there. Ah, that also means that Xiong KP loses the lead of the AM class there. Oh, he's gonna be a bit stuck there, isn't he? Oh, so far... yeah, so far pretty fine for them, and at the moment, yeah, I think we see it clear cut, clear as day. And yeah, oh, really unlucky for KP, but not sure if it was a very ambitious move from the South Korean driver to overtake another pro driver. But of course, being under pressure, right behind Nathaniel Paul in the GTR earlier, definitely played into this as well. So that also means Nathaniel Paul inherits the class lead in AM. Right, so feels pretty spread out at the moment, but so far it's looking like Julian Strasser and Ryoma Kirihara looking to battle each other right behind. Of course, the white Bentley of the tracc.eu racing team right there, really looking good and under these weather conditions, going into the Bentley straight as well, you know, unleashing all the horsepower that it can go for, and pulling away from the Ferrari right behind. But yeah, to give you all a rundown for the race at the moment, we have Yuan Shilin inheriting the overall lead of the race after a brief battle with Alvaro Vicente's teammate earlier, before the mistake that cost it the latter to to concede the lead and move down a few places. And then in P2 we have Albert George, oh, a bit skittish there from the Hungarian driver. But yeah, so far P2, 9 seconds off the lead at the moment, but I believe so far looks to be safe for the Hungarian. But of course, we know that Alvaro Vicente right behind will be pouncing anytime soon. So currently 3.5 seconds away from Albert George in P2 at the moment, but currently has the fastest lap of the race. And then right behind him, Isaac Umbras in P4. And then we have Tiana Curtis in P5. Asan Yampai in P6. Ahmed Om in P7. Marcel Sux in P8. Nathaniel Paul earlier having battled Xiong KP before KP slammed into Kirihara, and then gets the AM class lead at the moment and stays that way so far. And then rounding out the top 10, we have Julian Strasser in the tracc.eu racing team Bentley. So yeah, everyone's looking so far so cautious, I would say. So feels looking very spread out at the moment, but of course we have lap traffic playing a part in the... Ooh, okay, Wan Shilin having a bit of a scare, a bit of an oversteer moment into turn 1, but he still gets the job done thus far. Alright, so something must have happened with the number 91 Porsche. Not sure what has happened here. So what has happened to turn 1? Oh, just a bit of a slide. Yeah, so yeah, definitely looks to be. Ooh, that was a very unsafe rejoin there. I believe that. Ooh, was that another Porsche? Yeah, I think that was. Was that Alfa Vicente? I think it is. Yeah, it is. So that unsafe rejoin costed Vicente the chance to get back to Yuan Xilin there. Many, right. So yeah, driver's favorite track. I'm pretty sure like a lot of the drivers are definitely rating this as one of their favorite tracks as well. And yeah, right behind, I think Omen Ohm as well is looking for a chance to get at Vicente there. I believe I was gonna mention there was a collision earlier, which will be noted by stewards and of course will be investigated as well. Right, it was looking, yeah, we're almost halfway there in the race, and looks to be that Ohm goes down the inside of Vicente and gets P6. But of course, race is not over yet, battle's not over yet, because Vicente is looking to be coming back at the Egyptian driver. She's going, they're going down the inside. Ooh, she's just very close between two drivers, of course. Oh, we see the writer of Ivano Chensoy just coming round on the grass just a bit. But yeah, Vicente gets back the position, gets back P6, and has to make another progress again. Has to climb back into climb back into the lead. Back into the lead, of course. But I think, yeah, I think they. Oh, whoa! What is going on there? Ohm at home just that was a bit sketchy from her. But yeah, Alvaro Vicente goes into the pits to serve his pit stop, mandatory pit stop, and of course because of the unsafe rejoin from Jean Paul earlier, he definitely has a few seconds of damage to take care of too. So that will definitely dent his chances of getting back into the lead of the race once again. Well, of course, at the moment we have P3, the battle for P3 at the moment. We have Isaac Umbras, Tina Curtis, and Asen Yanpaya battling for the position at the moment. So, yeah, so far, these two've been battling each other. I believe last time out in Brands Hatch, yeah, Tina and Curtis and Yanpaya have been battling each other. Oh my goodness, that was that Isaac Umbras? Oh, that was Isaac Umbras earlier. Oh, right. So something must have happened between them earlier. So, right, I think Umbras just went a bit wide, did a mistake somewhere, and just loses P4 just like that. And that also means he's under pressure to Asen Yanpaya. Just hits the grass a bit there. Oh, that's gonna dent. Oh, that's gonna make him run wide there. Oh my goodness. Right, that's gonna be yeah, it's gonna be real tough for Umbras to recover from those positions as well, especially after he defended position from quite a number of drivers too. So yeah, really tough luck from the Tectopus driver there. Yeah, this streak has continued for a bit. It's a little bit of a bad run streak, as if y'all noticed. So yeah, last time out, I believe he got taken out in turn 1 at the start of the race in Brands Hatch, and had to climb back the positions earlier. So yeah, not a good time for the America driver there. So he definitely has to get back all those positions again. Yeah, it's currently down to P5, and that also means Tina Curtis is your current podium sitter up in P3. So at the moment, P2 we have Albert George, who just jumping on the curbs for a bit, but currently 17 seconds off of the lead of the race at the moment. So far having a pretty quiet race, I would say. A pretty quiet race, pretty chill, but of course we will look down the grid for a bit as we see. I believe Marcel Sux have been trying to get past Paul in the number 10 GTR. Yeah, so far trying to get back at them. Ooh, just nose to tail. The GTR. Definitely not a big sniffer, but definitely has one of the biggest drills out of all the cars in the game. So definitely needs to sniff the back of the GTR, of course. So onto the Bentley straight we go. And this is for P7 overall too. So yeah, Muscle Sook's having to gain up quite a number of positions as well on their side. Ooh, he's having to be a bit cautious there. And so far, yeah, so far pretty good between these two. But of course, even though they are in different classes, but of course we we want them to fight. There's no restriction for them to not fight as well, because despite them being in different classes, of course, these drivers definitely need to you know, get their these drivers you need to you know, gain one position, you know, kind of one up them too. So you could say it's a bit of a bragging rights stuff in a way. But yeah, at the moment a few cars are into the pits right now. I believe that is Agent Dubrovka and Amethysta as well. So these two are in the pits at the moment. And we also look towards Alvaro Vicente, who comes out into the pits earlier, into P13 overall, currently trying to overtake, actually no, it's lapping one of the Technobus cars, Zul Akihara. But yeah, definitely a lot has been unfolding for the Porsche driver today, from having to lose the lead of the race due to a certain mistake, and that being caught in an unsafe rejoin from Jean-Paul from earlier. Definitely dented a lot of his chances to get the lead of the race back. But of course, we can't wait to see what the progress is for the Spaniard. Ooh, thought something must have happened in the background earlier, but I believe, something must have happened to her. So, see what has happened to the Egyptian driver there. Oh my goodness, yeah, just loses the rear and almost gets caught with the Technobus driver of Isaac Umbras. Oh yeah, it's definitely very sketchy over there. But of course, oh whoa, what is going on there? Tina Curtis just blocking the pit lane from earlier. I'm not sure what has happened there. Okay, we shall get to the replay for a bit as we see what has went on. Oh, just it's Barry over there, and then wow, what is going on with this race right now? We all know it's been raining for the whole race, but of course that will dent chances of a podium position for Curtis over there. My goodness me, what has happened? Oh. Yeah, we were keeping our eyes peeled right now, and yeah, we see Albert George coming into the pits for his mandatory pit stop. So far, looking pretty good for the Hungarian driver coming out of the pits. Currently would be P7. Yeah, P7 on track at the moment, and yeah, so far looks to be in clear air. So not much interference from the other drivers thus far. But at the moment, yeah, currently there's one lap car ahead. I believe that is the number 26 of Putrajeni Hasri. Yeah, they're just vibing. They're just chilling over there. And yeah, Tina Kut is still in the pits. Quite a lot of damage to be repaired, looks like. And then we have Gary Slater in the pits too, for good measure. Right, and now we have, let's see, quite a number of drivers have taken their pit stop at the moment. So I believe that should be Lin, Janpaya, Umbras, Ohm possibly, Marcel Sux, Strass. Okay, so the top 6 have not served their mandatory pit stop yet. But we'll be looking forward to later on as we've passed the halfway point of the championship, halfway point of the race, as Umbras and Janpaya goes diving into the pits to serve their pit stop. So Lin has not served this pit stop yet. but still has a very commanding lead of 41 seconds over to Omed Ohm. Omed Ohm goes into P2 and Strasser goes into P3, but at the moment they have not pitted for tires yet at the moment. So yeah, really commanding lead from the Chinese driver, number 30 of the Interwall Sim Racing Porsche 991 first generation, of course, dominating the race. Apart from from the front row lockout to the commanding lead of the race so far. So Isaac Ambrose goes out to pits and goes up to P6 at the moment, right behind Albert George. Actually, is that actually Albert George? Not really. That is Asa Nyanpaya. So Asa, so Nyanpaya gets ahead of the American driver. But yeah, I think they are looking a bit closer, or possibly the almost the same as before. But yeah, so far this is the closest battle for the for P3 at the moment, net P3. Because like the top three have not, top three as of now has not pitted yet. So we have Lin, Ohm, and Strasser have yet to take their pit stop at the moment. But we shall see them in the pits in just a bit, hopefully. But so far they are looking to stay as they are as of now. Yeah, so far pretty interesting race, throwing through quite a number of incidents out on track that we've witnessed earlier. But of course, we gotta give it to them. These drivers have been at it for like almost well, 4 minutes before the third quarter ends. So wait, no, oh, hang on, third quarter, something must have happened earlier. There was a yellow flag earlier, and that is for Chen Soy. Right. Oh, Chen Soy must have spun earlier, and there's also another yellow flag in the form of Zul Akihara. Well, let's see what's happened here. Right, into this corner here. Oh, same mistake as Omid Om right there. Oh, so close to the Dubrovka. That was so close to the Dubrovka right there. Oh, could have been a bit of an incident as well between these two. But so far looking pretty close as well. But yeah, really tough race from the Technobus driver, Seong KP's teammate as well. So yeah, quite a lot has been happening as well. I think he was also involved in a bit of a collision at turn 1. Yeah, but yeah, I believe that was Yuan Shilin just coming around to the Malaysian driver earlier. But yeah, still has yet to take a pit stop yet. So is he planning to change the tires a bit late on in the race? Because technically, if you come in for fuel, you don't have to. I believe you don't have to eat as much fuel as you would in the dries. So yeah, there might be some strategy at play as we speak. But at the moment, it looks to be that the tires at least seem to be holding out. Yeah, the tires seem to be holding out on the Porsche, so we might not see any problems for the car to grip around in the wet. As we see at the back, we also have another battle this time for P10 at the moment. So we have Tina Curtis earlier having a bit of damage after colliding with the pit wall barrier, and oh my goodness, oh, someone's run wide there. There's a Reiter, but yeah, the Reiter stays out of the way for these drivers to battle it out. And I think ahead of them there's also Agustin Bata, and then we have Kirihara right behind, who just runs a bit into the grass. Definitely not ideal from the Malaysian driver right there, but of course that's gonna give Curtis a bit of a breathing room, and of course a bit of more chance to catch up to the fellow Porsche driver of Agustin Bata, who just a bit of a bounce on the curb over there. And yeah, not too bad, well saved from them. Yeah, so far pretty good. Of course, Kirihara having to gain up quite a number of positions as well in the Dragstorm Racing Jackson Racing Ferrari 296, and we shall ride on board with him at the moment. Of course, we don't see much of the wipers going around, but I'm pretty sure the driver can see just fine. As you see, oh, Curtis runs a bit wide there. That's going to give Kirihara a bit of a chance to get the position. It's a bit of a look down the inside, but just backs out on the last minute. So far, so good from these two. Yeah, that was that could have gone a bit terribly, and of course, I think Kirihara stepped into the grass just a bit, which may have compromised his corner entry. And causes him to lose a bit of ground towards Curtis. But of course, there's also Xiong KP right behind, trying to gain back the AM class lead. He has to go through four. He has to go through four pro drivers up ahead of him. Oh, as we see, that was Agustin Bata going a bit wide there, and that's gonna give Curtis and Kirihara +1 position. Right, so a lot is unfolding right now, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that there is gonna be a lot to talk about here. And yeah, battle's still on for P10. Yeah, battle's still on for P10 overall. And at the moment, it's looking to be that just a bit of a squirrely moment from the Hungarian driver of Agustin Bata right there. And currently we have Xiong KP trying to overtake the Hungarian driver. Of course, he has to overtake as many as he can before getting to the AM class lead once more. Yeah, so far back at the front, still Tina Curtis has the advantage over Kirihara and Agustin Bata behind. And then closely, we also have the AM class driver in P2 at the moment. P2 in class, Xiong KP. So yeah, KP's looking to be, he has a better exit, but well, as I say that, he just goes off a bit on the curbs. I think I saw, Agustin Bata runs a bit wide. I'm pretty sure he outbraked himself earlier. Yeah, I think I'll break himself there. Yeah, wet patches here and there. That also means the Porsche gets quite loose as well. Ooh, better watch out on the grass there. You do not want to lose traction at this point of time. Ooh, but yeah, that means Bata loses quite a number of positions too. And that's going to give a bit of advantage to Xiong KP, who might be able to catch up to Kirihara and Curtis if they battle on as we go. Right, so to give you all a bit of a recap again, so we have Yuan Shilin still in the lead of the race, 1 minute from 1 minute gap to Julian Strasser in P2. I'm pretty sure some strategy might have been in play. Not sure if he's already changed his tire because we still have the timing screen bug that's been going on. But it's alright. I'll update you all on the. I will update you on the current standings at the moment. So we have Albert George in P3, and then Asen Yampaya down in P4. Isaac Umbras in P5, directly behind Alvaro Vicente. P6 earlier, having gotten the lead of the race, having sat on pole position, and yet somehow is down here because of a couple of racing incidents. But yeah, really unlucky from the Spaniard is in the number 64 Porsche of the Interwall Sim Racing team. Anyway, as we go down, we have Omid Ohm down in P7, and then Nathaniel Paul in the AM class lead, currently in P8 overall, and then Marcel Sux P9, and then Tina Curtis rounds out P10, and right behind them is Ryoma Kirihara, trying to overtake someone, and there goes Zabrovka into the grass, but thankfully rejoins safely on track. Yeah, the battle for P10 overall still rages on, and Kirihara seems to be very eager to overtake the Porsche driver up ahead, and of course being in the 296, probably would have a bit of an advantage to Kirihara, seeing that it's one of the easier cars to drive in the game. But of course, in the wet conditions, it might be a bit marginal. But like I said, anything could happen in this race, and we shall see what unfolds in a bit. And yeah, we currently see a change for P4 at the moment. So we have Vicente diving down the inside of Isaac Umbras for position right there. Ooh, just goes a bit into the grass. Goes Vicente, but of course Isaac Umbras thinks better of it and concedes the position for and now he's down to P5. Right, actually, I was gonna say that Strasser just came out of the pits. Now in P8. Yeah, now in P8 overall. And so far looking pretty okay from them. And yeah. And right now we have Tina Curtis currently in the battle for P9 with Marcel Sux. So this is going to be a 3-car train coming through almost 15 minutes remaining of the race so far. So this is going to shape up to be quite a spicy battle. It's going to shape into quite a spicy battle because like these three are separated by less than 2 seconds as well. So quite a close gap coming from these 3 cars, but the closest one currently is Ryoma Kirihara in the number 128 Ferrari 296. Currently, yeah, it's not looking too bad at the moment. So far, handling the conditions pretty fine, but at the moment still needs to be very careful. I think weather's still pointing towards the rain looking to subside, so the weather looks to be a bit better, but it's quite marginal as we speak. Right, so KP still in P2 in the AM class at the moment, has not made a move to anyone at all, but he definitely has to make a move as soon as possible in order to get positions before getting to Nathaniel Paul. But so far, yeah, Nathaniel Paul, kudos to him as he weathered through the storm, and so far is looking to get the AM victory, first victory I believe for the driver. But yeah, we still have 13 minutes to go. Of course, 13 minutes is quite a long time, and quite a long time to go. Like I said, anything could happen. This track is very narrow, very fast, and in the wets as well, which will definitely play into the hands of the fellows that crave for chaos. Ooh, yep, well, as I say that, oh, that was almost chaotic as well. So that's gonna give Tina Curtis a bit of a look down the inside of Marcel Sux. And, oh, Curtis, oh, there was almost contact there, coming to the Montreal hairpin earlier. But of course, Marcel gets the Sugasa position, but Curtis comes back at him. Will go down the inside. Oh, not really thinks better of it. Of course, it's gonna give a little bit of an opportunity, especially lapping back markers as well, which is probably not gonna be a fun time for these drivers as well. So we shall see Curtis having to battle the Mercedes AMG driver as we go on board with the number 46 Porsche at the moment. Still on the Bentley straight, that might probably make the AMG pull away just a bit due to bigger horsepower difference. But of course, in the corners, we shall see if Curtis can get past the Hungarian. So at the moment at the front there's also a lap car just going off just a bit. That's the number 21 Technobus racing car of Zula Kihara going off just a bit. But we focus on this battle so far. Yeah, so far pretty close between these drivers. So just a bit of a loose moment for the AMG driver. And we go to the start-finish straight. Curtis goes on the outside. Will she make it? They go side by side into the corner. Let's see how this goes. So, oh, Success inside. She goes over switchback. Oh, Curtis goes for a switchback. Oh, they dope the back doors with each other, but there's also a spin at the background. Ooh, it's gonna be a bit close as well. But Curtis goes down inside of Sooks, and she gets P9. Oh, wow, what a fun battle this is. They're still side by side though. So there you go. Oh, but Curtis gets the position. Oh, still very loose from the from the Hungarian driver behind him. But Curtis, oh, what a move! What a move! That was very ballsy from them. But of course, it still needs to pull away from Sooks behind because they are 0.5 of a second from the Porsche ahead. But yeah, I mean, Kirihara is still there too, so Kirihara might be playing a part too in this battle. But yeah, Curtis, oh, kudos to them. They are, oh, they are rocking it with the overtake. It almost ended up quite bad as well. Oh, something's happened in front. Oh, Yuan Lin, what has happened? Oh my goodness. Oh, that was very, very tight. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, Lin just spun. Oh, that also gives Albert George the lead of the race. Oh, there's a lot to play here as well. Just a bit of contact there, but it might be a bit naughty. But yeah, my goodness. It's not even 10 laps. It's not even 10 minutes remaining in the race, and we still have drama for this race too. My goodness, Albert George goes into the lead of the race. There you go, folks. See, a lot of things still would happen, but of course, Lin has less than 10 minutes to go before the checkered flag falls. So he definitely needs to make a move around. Oh, George goes a bit, goes a bit loose over there. That's gonna give Lin a chance to get them, a chance to get him there. Lin down the inside of the Hungarian driver. They go side by side to this corner. Oh my goodness, they touch! They touch! Oh, that's gonna give Yoshi Lin the lead of the race again. Ooh, yeah, I was gonna say it's still a bit naughty from them, but honestly I would say it might be a racing incident. So, yeah, there you go. Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh, that was a brief hiccup from the Chinese driver there. Right, as we see in the background, we have the battle for P3 at the moment. We have, oh, Alvaro Vicente and Aston Fire. What just happened there? Oh, no. Right, we're right on board with Vicente. Not sure what has happened there. I believe that might just be... Yeah, I think he got tagged. Yeah, they got tagged earlier, so, oh my goodness, yeah, a lot has been unfolding right now. So, oh yeah, Vicente's not going to be happy with Nyanpaya doing just that. And that's for, yeah, very argy-bargy from these two here. So, yeah, the stewards are definitely going to investigate that. And, oh, we see a bit of a battle as well going down the grid too. And yeah, oh, huh? Wait, oh, okay, sorry. Okay, that was a bit of a timing bug earlier. I thought Lin just dropped down for a bit earlier. But at the moment... wait, did Lin drop down? Oh, because it... Oh, it said... sorry, it said George was in the lead for a bit. Sorry, apologies for that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this has been really something here. So, yeah. Still... there's still more battles going down the grid for a bit. That looks to be that Sooks has been overtaken by Kirihara. Must have been a mistake. Must have had a mistake earlier. Pretty sure a bit of a a loose, I would say loose rear, happening all around. But so far Sooks have yeah, is trying to gain the position back. I mean, this is for class position and overall position too. So. Sooks is definitely trying everything to get his position back. Ah, but my goodness. That was a lot to take in as well. But of course, still 6 minutes to go. Oh, Amethysta and Yuan Shilin almost come together as well. It's not gonna be a very ideal position. Yeah, not an ideal position for the drivers, but yeah, so far, wait, is the bug? Is the timing bugged a bit as well? I'm not sure what's going on because it said that Lin has dropped down, but I hope it's just a normal bug because yeah, this has never happened before. But it just said that Lin is currently P15. Actually, no, it's P6 on the grid, but like, not sure what's happened there. Yeah, drop down still. Did they not count the laps? Okay, I just hope it's a bug because technically Lin is still leading the race. So, no, there's not steward shenanigans going on in the background. There's no live stewarding. So, yeah, all the incidents will be investigated post race. But yeah. So far, it says Lin is dropping down the grid. Not sure what's happened, but we will keep an eye on that. Yeah, Strasser P7 at the moment, P6 in the Pro class. Trying to get a position on Nathaniel Paul. Yeah, still catching just a bit, although still 5 minutes to go before the checker flag falls. And, oh yeah, there you go, timing's fixed. So, Lin, not really, okay. Okay, at least in the game, so, huh? Sorry, well, okay, sorry, something must have happened earlier. There you go. Alright, so we were focusing on Lin earlier, and, yeah, timing bug happened. Not sure what went on here. Ooh, my goodness, oh, Kirihara, side by side with Matsu Sux. Ooh, having the outside, a bit of a disadvantage. And there you go, will he dive down inside? No, thinks better of it. Right, these two have been battling. I've been at it for a while now. So Kirihara definitely needs to find a way past Muscle Sux at the moment. There is a slow car. I'm not sure who that is. That's a number 91. It's Jean Paul, I think. Yeah. Yeah, thankfully they are safely back on track, so that's yeah, that's a good thing to hear. That's a relief. But yeah, Kirihara and Master Sux battling for P10 right now. So yeah, currently, yeah, look at, ooh, okay, just a bit of a squirrely moment from the AMG driver, but of course, so far so good between them. So anyway, Vicente gets P3, well, technically not P3, but okay, technically not P3, but of course, it's currently a bit of a timing bug going on, so let's just say that he's technically P4 at the moment. Still chasing a podium position against Asen Yanpai though. They both came together on the start-finish straight just a bit, but of course, we shall see how it will go on because we have 3 minutes to go. A very eventful race, so a very eventful race thus far. And I mean, there's not possibly going to be any more incidents after this, right? Anyway, imagine infamous last words from a commentator there. But yeah, anyway, so Vicente still climbing up from the mishaps of earlier, being caught into an unsafe rejoin by a lapped car early on in the race, and currently trying to get salvage the race and trying to get back on the podium position. So currently he's trying to get ahead of Asen Yanpai, trying to get past Asen Yanpai, but they both being in an incident, and I think the Porsche has a bit of a damage too. Might be a bit more than expected, but of course 2 minutes ago, still. Even though I said 2 minutes ago, a lot can still happen, and as we see from Lin spinning earlier, but at the moment, what is going? Oh, something's going on in the background as well. Kirihara just goes a bit wide. That's gonna eliminate his chances of gaining more positions there. But yeah, I was gonna say that Bata, was that Bata? Oh no, that was Jean Paul. Okay, apologies for that. Right, but anyway, yeah, Vicente still 1 second off of there's still 1 second off of Asen Yanpai at the moment. But yeah, what the races has been, quite a lot of things have happened, especially in the lead, especially. So just to recap, Alvaro Vicente was sat on pole position earlier after an amazing qualifying from the Interwall Sim Racing drivers. They lock out the front row, and he was leading for a while up until an incident happened. I believe earlier. I'm not sure if he spun or might have collided with Yuan Shilin, but of course, at the moment, we still have, we have the final lap. Currently, final lap for the current leader at the moment, Yuan Shilin, still a bit bugged. I'm pretty sure that might be, might be some latency issues going on. But at the moment, don't have to worry too much about it. Just have to get through the second last sector. He's already done everything he can to get into the race, lead, and dominates pretty much. So yeah, coming through Hamilton. Yeah, coming through the Hamilton corner and then up to Augies. This left-hander here, right, and then into the Williams corner. Yeah, there's a bit of a timing bug at the moment, but we will still keep an eye on Yuan Shilin as of now, because we still have quite a bit way to go. Ooh, not sure what's going on here, but Hasri and Hasri and Hasri and Akihara is battling each other at the moment, and but yeah, camera's going back to Yuan Shilin at the moment. Well done to the Interwall Sim Racing driver right there. The number 30 Porsche has been added since the beginning of the race, and the rewards will pay off at the moment. And coming across the finish line to finish P1, and he wins the Yuan Shilin wins the Snetterton T-Prix. And then P2, we have Albert George. Sorry, timing's a bit bugged right now, but yeah, he comes in P2. And then P3, we have Asen Yanpaya. And then right back at P4, very unlucky from the Spaniard driver of Interwall Sim Racing. Yeah, could have salvaged a lot from the race, but quite a lot of incidents being involved. And then down in P5, we have Isaac Umbras coming onto the start-finish straight and then crosses the finish line into P5. And up at P6, we have Omid Om coming to the line, crossing the line down at P6. And then Nathaniel Paul wins the AM class. Wins the AM class race for Arctic Tin Zone. And then would definitely pose a championship challenge to Seong KP. Actually, I'm not sure why the timing screen said Paul is in P5, but anyway, Strasser down in P7, finishes in P7, Tina Curtis in P8, Marcel Sux in P9, Ryoba Kirihara in P10, Seong KP crosses the finish line into P2 in the AM class, still holds the lead of the AM Championship. Agustin Bata in P12, and then Gary Slater P13, Zaid Sadi P14, Zulakihara P15, Putra Denihasri P16, Dubrovka P7, 17, Amethyst P18, Jean Paul P19, Ivano, Chensoy in P20, and then Zlatkus in P21. But yeah, well done to Yuan Shilin for winning the Snetterton T-Prix there. Ooh, just a bit of a squirrely moment for the Hungarian driver, Albert George. Celebrates P2, could have been P1, but after Lin's spin from earlier. But yeah, definitely a very action-filled race from start to end. So anyway, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed today's Snetterton T-Prix race. Of course, if you want to join the races here, you can join our Discord server. You can follow us on our Simgrid page, and of course, if you enjoyed this stream, you can always hit that subscribe button, and yeah. And from us, thank you so much for tuning into the Track GT3 Cup stream. And next week we'll have the VTuber tracc.eu challenge up in Brands Hatch. So we hope to see you all then. And of course, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you all on the racetrack.